Neighbours heard banging, shouting and furniture being thrown before a woman's body was found in a car boot, sparking a global manhunt for her husband. The body of Harshita Brella, 24, was found in Ilford, East London in the early hours of Thursday morning. Her husband, Pankaj Lamba, is believed to have fled the country after murdering her. Police suspect Lamba killed Harshita in their home county of Northamptonshire before driving her body to London by car. Harshita had been under the protection of a court order designed for victims of domestic abuse. A neighbour said they heard a lot of shouting and banging around at the HMO where Harshita lived in Corby. Neighbour Kelly Phillip said she also heard 2 rows, including one on Wednesday involving a woman who sounded scared. Officers continue to guard outside Harshita's home today, nearly 100 miles from where her body was found. More than 60 detectives have joined the hunt for Lamba, probing numerous lines of inquiry and making house-to-house searches. Harshita was the subject of a domestic violence prevention order for 28 days from September the 3rd. A forensic post-mortem at Leicester Royal Infirmary on November the 15th confirmed that Harshita had been murdered. A murder probe was launched and police say they think Harshita may have been the victim of a targeted incident.
I now have an update on the investigation into the murder of 24-year-old Harshita Brella from Corby. Firstly, on behalf of Northamptonshire Police, I would like to express my deepest and heartfelt condolences to Harshita's friends and family, and to everyone that knew and loved her. Harshita was a young woman in her early 20s. She had a whole life ahead of her and everything to live for, and it is absolutely tragic that her life has been cut short in this way. A murder investigation was launched after the body of a woman, who we have now named as Harshita, was found in a car in East London. This finding came about after we received a call on Wednesday, November the 13th, regarding concerns for Harshita's welfare. Officers were deployed to a home address in Skegness Walk, and after getting no answer, a missing person investigation was launched. Fast-track inquiries were made, which sadly led to the discovery of a woman's body inside the boot of a vehicle on Brisbane Road in the Ilford area of London in the early hours of Thursday, November the 14th. A forensic post-mortem examination, which took place at Leicester Royal Infirmary on Friday, November the 15th, established that Harshita had been murdered. Officers and detectives from the East Midlands Special Operations Major Crime Unit and Northamptonshire Police, working alongside colleagues from the Metropolitan Police, have been working around the clock to establish the circumstances behind Harshita's death, including the location and time frame in which it took place. We've followed a number of lines of investigation and carried out numerous inquiries, and we're now able to provide a further update. Our inquiries lead us to suspect that Harshita was murdered in Northamptonshire earlier this month by her husband, Pankaj Lamba. We suspect he transported Harshita's body from Northamptonshire to Ilford by car. We now believe he has fled the country, and we are releasing an image of Pankaj Lamba with this statement. More than 60 detectives are working on the case and are continuing to follow numerous lines of inquiry, including house-to-house, property searches, CCTV and ANPR. We're of course continuing to appeal for any information that will help us piece together exactly what happened as we work to get justice for Harshita. I urge anyone listening to or reading this statement that if you saw anything suspicious in the past week or have any information, no matter how small, please contact us. We would always rather receive well-meaning information that turns out to be nothing, as opposed to not receiving it at all. Whilst we are satisfied there is no wider risk to the public, we understand how shocking and distressing such an incident can be for the local community. Our neighbourhood officers will continue to provide additional patrols in Corby in the coming days for Reassurance, and anyone with any concerns is welcome to approach the officers who will be happy to help. Anyone who has any information that could help detectives bring Harshita's killer to justice can contact the incident room by calling 101, quoting Operation Westcott. Alternatively, information can be submitted via our online public portal at www.mipp.police.uk, or please feel free to call Crime Stoppers in confidence on 0800 555 111. Thank you for support and assistance in helping us bring Harshita's killer to justice, and we'll provide further updates when we can.